Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, my name is Raven and welcome back to my channel. Now last night there was another Warriors Den live stream and we got a whole bunch of information, of course, because we got the brand new event that is now live, and we also got some information on Gamescom, and we got some information on the whole, rank situation as well. So we're going to be going through all of that today. First of all, let's talk about the whole ranked thing. So the devs have put in the patch that has fixed a bunch of stuff with rank, so the lever penalty is now in for ranked matches, so people can't just quit anymore. The devs said themselves that they've seen people just quitting whenever they're about to lose drop a whole bunch, which is really, really good to see. And on top of that, they've been getting some complaints from people who've been disconnecting normally from matches, and of course they're being hit with that quit penalty. Now, like I said in my last week's video, and the devs have said this themselves, they're going for a scorched earth type approach here. So they're trying to just carpet bomb the place, and anyone and everyone is going to get caught. So that's the only way they can ensure that rank stays competitive and so on and so forth, without people just gaining the system, even if it's only saving themselves one loss by quitting a match early, or any form of thing you can sort of come up with. They're gone for that. If for whatever reason you disconnect, you're gonna cop the quit penalty. Whether you get out of the game somehow yourself, or if you just get unlucky and your power goes out or whatever, unfortunately you're gonna cop it. Now obviously they said this as well, that they're not able to tell whether it's a rage quit or if it's a genuine disconnect. And that is true. There is no way they could possibly know unless they're standing right next to you, because like I said, if I just pull my internet cable out of my computer, it looks like a disconnect, but I pulled my internet cable out. So there's no way for them to know that. So going forward, if you enter ranked, you're going to have to go into that knowing that that's the approach the devs are going, and just know that if you have spotty internet, or if your power goes out regularly, mine does every now and then, on a more frequent basis than most. So I know for a fact that between X amount of time not to play ranked, because there's a high chance I'm going to get disconnected and then I'm going to cop the penalty. So just go into it in the future knowing that. Now there was some other news as well that happened. So Splice, one of the other YouTubers, the big boy, he put out a video basically with his experience with ranked, where he was disconnecting a shit ton, and he's basically just got fucked over real hard there, and he just showcases all. He put a mini PSA saying to stay away from ranked right now. Now the devs did address that on the Warriors Den. It was like a mini shank to the side to Splice, which I felt bad for. They basically said that they've noticed a lot of complaints about the disconnects, but they wanted to clarify that they're not seeing that play out in their data. So from the development point of view, what they're saying is that essentially disconnects are no more greater than they are in all the other modes. It's just people really give a shit about disconnects now that you're going to cop the penalty and you're going to lose rank. So people are sort of hitting on that more. Now, personally, for me, when I've been playing ranked, like I said, I know certain times when to play ranked for, my internet and power going out and all that sort of shit. So I genuinely don't have many disconnects, like actual disconnects. I'm not getting booted from the server. I'm having no issues myself. But I'm also smart enough to know that different parts of the world have different things they have to deal with, and there's stuff happens, right? And not everyone's the same. So just because I'm experiencing no issues whatsoever, it doesn't mean that other people aren't experiencing things themselves. And Spliced himself put in his video, he put it out and showcased in video form so we can all see it, the fact that he is getting booted a lot. But then again, like I said, I know nothing else past what I'm seeing. Splice could just be having a bad run of internet, but then again, he streams a lot, so that also doesn't correlate much unless his stream's going down all the time. In that case, I think we would have heard about it. So I'm not sure what's going on. Then again, Splice is American, I'm Australian. Once again, two completely different things. The devs are saying it's fine. I've seen a lot of people saying that it's not fine, and they're getting disconnected a lot. And of course, because like the devs said themselves, disconnects matter more now, so people are getting fucked for it, which is bad. So hence why people are angry. So this is one of the things where I'm going to ask all of you guys, because like I said, the more points of data and the more people we can have commenting on this, we can sort of narrow this down. Are you disconnecting more than before when you play ranked? Or are you just not disconnecting at all and you don't know what the hell's going on? So make sure you let me know in the comments down below, and we'll see overall what the experience is there. Up next, Xbox is free for Xbox Gold members for the next 2 weeks, so get it. You get to pick it up for free. Just download it if you have an Xbox, and then you get to play it forever. It's yours. You don't have to return it and that sort of stuff. Just make sure, I think there's a caveat there that you have to keep your gold membership active in order to play it. But even if you let your gold membership lapse, and then you come back and renew it like a month later, you will still have For Honor. So it's going to cost you nothing. If you have an Xbox, go for it. Next up, the new event is now live. I put out a video last night where I showcased all the stuff that's in it, basically the trailer. We had the weekly content, including like, you know, the emotes. We have the new mask that's coming out, and I'm going to touch on all these individually. First of all, the trailer. I really like the trailer. It was really cool. I love it when they do trailers. And although Ubisoft doesn't like me, I like the fact that you had a raven flying over the battlefield. Thank you for the representation. It warms my neglected heart. Next up, we had the free roam emote, which will be available next week for 10,000 steel. And that was the Hadouken thing, which is pretty damn cool. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of people saying it looks a lot like the Kamehameha, which is, once again, both of them are pretty much the same sort of thing. Although I prefer the Dragon Ball Z version because I fucking love Dragon Ball Z. But I've seen a mighty debate going on in between whether it's Hadouken or it's a Kamehameha. You guys. You guys. But remember, this thing will be available next week, so the last week of the event, and it's going to cost 10,000 steel. You can pick it up. And I'm not sure, but I've seen some people bring this up, whether the emote is like the sword in the stone. So you see the guy, his hands catch fire, he's like, oh yeah, and he goes into his Kamehameha or, you know, Hadouken, whichever one you want, and he goes like that and nothing happens, and he's like, oh shit. So people are saying, what if it's like the sword in the stone and there's like a slight RNG chance or something that he might actually shoot one out? If that's the case, props to fucking Ubisoft for that. That's going to be awesome. But don't get our hopes up. We'll have to wait and see until someone gets it and does it. Next up, we have the brand new mask. Now, this is the first set of masks in a very long time that I actually am fucking interested in, and I might be picking some up because they are pretty cool. They're based off demons, so everyone just immediately screaming Diablo because they look like some of the demons from Diablo for anyone who's played that. But overall, they're really fucking cool. Now, there's something interesting as well with the trailer there. So, some of the voice lines for the PK and the Centurion and that sounded different. Now, I have no idea if that's because the masks are making them sound different, if they changed the voice. I'm not sure if it was a glitch in the video. I'm not sure if they got new voice actors or voice lines or something like that. I'm not sure why it's different, but the devs didn't say anything about it. They just glossed right over it. But it is pretty interesting. Overall, they look awesome. They're going to be 15,000 steel for the first week of this event, so make sure you pick it up if you want it. Then again, remember, be very careful with buying the masks though, because they're 15,000 steel. After that first week, they're going up to 20,000 steel, okay, and that's a pretty penny, especially if you want to buy it on multiple heroes. That stacks up very quick. But overall, they're really cool, and I'm highly considering buying one. And next up, we got a bunch of event weapons. I'm going to be showing these in the background and like after I stop speaking about them because it takes a while. But these are time limited, okay? So once again, like the previous events, you can only pick these up from playing the event. Once this event ends, you will not be able to get these weapons anymore unless they decide to bring them back or the event back at a later date. So keep that in mind. Get in there and get these while you can. You have 2 weeks to get them. And personally, most of them are pretty damn cool. Shigoki's got a really good one, okay? Brother Goki, okay? You're gearing up for when he gets his rework, right, Ubisoft? Warlord has some really good ones. I've already got them. I smashed that out because I really wanted that shield. That shield and sword look awesome. And overall, most of them are pretty decent considering they're free. They're for the event and you can just like get them through playing the game. So I was happy with that. The Berserker got fucking shafted. Poor guy. He's looked terrible. But yeah, just keep in mind that you get these just from playing the game. So after you play a game and you get the loot at the end, okay, you have a chance of getting the weapons. The weapons you can only get for the hero you're playing. So if I'm playing Warlord, I finish a game, I have a chance of picking up either the shield, the sword, or like parts of the sword, so on and so forth for Warlord. If I want a Nabushi weapon, I have to play Nabushi in order to get her weapon. Okay, so make sure you keep that in mind. Don't just play the one hero and think you're going to be picking up weapon parts for other heroes. Not how it works. You only get it for the hero you're playing. When it comes to like the battle outfit and all those other things, those are random between, you know, different heroes. And now something that's really cool to go over, now they have the whole transmog system in the game. If you pick up a weapon that's a low quality, say I'm playing Lawbringer, never played him before, he's only level 1, and I managed to get the entire weapon for Lawbringer, even though it's all really shit quality and I'm going to replace it really quick, I can still transmog it to look like that, because then if I go from a level 1 Lawbringer to a rep 50 Lawbringer, I will still be able able to use that weapon, the entire set from the event, because I can transmog it. It's really, really cool. So do keep that in mind. You don't have to worry about rarities anymore as well. And lastly, there is the new event game mode, which is pretty fun. I've only got to play a couple matches of it. I know some people are torn on it, whether it's really awesome or not, but the thing is called Infernal Dominion. So basically, it's just Dominion with some few tweaks. Good tweaks, by the way. They look visually cool, but we'll go over what's changed. So the minions are tougher than before, okay, but they grant healing when you kill them without you needing the feat. But keep in mind, they are also the only way to heal. Next cool thing is that when you contest the zone, okay, walls of fire pop up on all the entrances to that zone, which is really, really cool. Running through it will, of course, do damage to you. And of course, running out of it, if you're like fighting some guy in there, you're getting your ass kicked, you try and leave, you're going to cop fire damage. It does look really, really cool. I will give them that. And it's also an interesting thing that they're trying to do. They're trying to go for like a 1v1 isolation, like fight type thing with this mode, because like I said, if I run to a point and you run in and it's contested, okay, the walls of fire go up. If people want to join, they're gonna cop a bunch of damage, so they sort of have to stand on the outside. It's like fucking Mad Max with the arena type thing. I know, it's really, really cool. I like that sort of style of it, where it's like, you know, I kill this guy and then the walls go down and then a bunch of people run in, and it has potential, but whether it bears out like that, we're gonna have to wait and see as I play more games of it. But there is another unique thing where there is a buff on the map, okay? So you pick up this special boost type thing, and it will give you fire damage, sort of like a bleed, okay? So you just hit them, they'll catch fire, and then their bar will tick down a little bit, and the boost gives you 20% movement speed, and it also makes you immune to fire, and it lasts 45 seconds. So that means if you see two people who are like fighting in a zone, it's contested, the walls are up, people are on the outside waiting, you can just run right through and then smack people and set them alight, which is cool. Overall, the mode is pretty good. I don't mind it. It has potential, and we'll see how fun it is over regular Dominion as we play a little bit more. It's available for the event. And lastly, we have the big news, the really, really good stuff. So Gamescom is on the 23rd. That's coming up real fast. Now, the devs said themselves on the stream last night that Gamescom reveal, so what they're going to show is going to be as big as E3. Now that gets my brain ticking a whole bunch. So I am going to be putting out a video before Gamescom going over my predictions on what they're going to show, sort of like what I did with E3. And like the E3 event, for those who are going to watch the Warriors Den, it's going to be a pre-recorded live stream. There's going to be Twitch drops, and it's going to be pretty cool. But like I said, they said it's going to be as big as E3. Now that we already know that they said they're going to be showing off the brand new Endless PvE mode there, so that's already a big thing. But to say as big as E3, where we got, like, you know, Siege mode, we got the 4 new heroes from the brand new faction shown and all that sort of stuff at E3. Let's just say I got some ideas on some really cool stuff they're going to be showing in order to make it as big as E3 in terms of what they're revealing. But I'm going to be going over that in a later video. Otherwise, this video is going to be going for fucking ever, because I'm going to get my ramble on. And last little note for those people who are in Germany, so it's Cologne, Germany. The event will be taking place at Gaffel am Dom. Okay, and it's a brew house and pub near Cologne, near the Cologne Cathedral. I felt like I wanted to say Gaffel am Dom in like a really, really just aggressive tone. I don't know why. And one last little note, For Honor will be playable at Gamescom, and it will have, they said themselves, new content to play. Once again, got my brain ticking on that one. But that is it. That is the Warriors Den summed up. That is my opinion on everything and my thoughts on certain things said in the den. Overall, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to grind away, and I'm going to get some weapons for, I think I want to kit out the Warlord because he had really cool weapons. I want to kit out the Raider. That axe is sick. I also want to kit out the Lordbringer because I really like the whole head spiral thing it's got going on. Centurion as well, and maybe Warden. I really like those weapons. Ooh, and Shaman too. I like the Shaman ones. But that's what I'm going to be grinding out. But that is the end of the video, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I love reading and replying to all your comments down below. And feel free to check out my Discord and Twitter. There is a link down below in the description box for both of those as well. The Discord is a great way for me to talk to you guys outside the YouTube comments section. And of course, the Twitter is a great way for you guys to get a notification whenever a video is being uploaded, because YouTube is a bit weird sometimes. And if you like this video and you like what I'm doing here on the channel and you want to support the channel further, feel free to check out my Patreon. There'll be a link down below in the description box, and a link will pop up at the end of the video. And if you choose to donate, it is greatly appreciated. And a big shout out to my current patrons whose names you've been seeing in the background. Just wanted to say thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot. And please share this video around, it does help me out a fuck ton. And if you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. I shall see you all in the next video. Have a good one, guys.
breathe, fire, breathe.